Sarah Morales. I'm a licensed professional clinical counselor. Thanks for joining me again. I'm here today to talk about an RO DBT concept, or radically open dialectical behavioral therapy. It's a type of therapy that can be really effective for treatment-resistant depression, anxiety, obsessive compulsive disorders, eating disorders, and people who just have a little bit of issues with over-control. And I want to just say that everybody's on a spectrum. We all deal with similar issues and thought processes, but some people might just fall higher on the scale in terms of some symptoms than others. So we're really today going to address 3 different mindsets that we get into, that a couple of them really don't help us move forward in terms of achieving our life goals and values. So we're going to take a look at 3 of them today from this concept in RO DBT. One being fixed mind. And I should say that when our automatic nervous system gets activated, it gets activated in response to new or novel situations, or situations that we haven't prepared for or might not be going according to plan. Kind of gets our nervous system up a little bit, and we might perceive that there's a threat and might need to defend a little bit against that threat. So in fixed mindset, we might get a little bit defensive in response to what's happening. It might be that someone's giving us feedback, or something in the environment is going wrong. We get stuck in these thought processes of, no, I'm right, you're wrong, or you can't ever fully understand me or what I'm going through, or just like, please don't give me feedback, or even thought process of like, wait, don't hurt me, like stay away, like don't touch that, don't hurt me. And we all can kind of get stuck in those fixed thought processes in response to our nervous system. But really, like getting stuck there, it doesn't help us move forward in terms of our value-based living. And so it's easy to see how we could get stuck there, and that might harm our overall functioning or relationships in the long run. So fixed mindset is one trap we kind of fall into. The other one would be what we call the fatalistic mind, or having a fatalistic mindset. And that really gives us a sense of hopelessness. The thought process there is that, you know what, why are you telling me to do this? I've tried everything, nothing's working. Everything under the sun that you've given me, it's just not working. I'm not feeling better. So what's the point? Just wanting to give up. We all go there sometimes. But really, it's not helpful in terms of being able to change our behavior, or change our belief system in order to feel better long term. Sometimes we end up even playing the victim unconsciously, where it's just something we're used to, where people kind of step in to do things for us a little bit, of like, I give up, nothing's working, I'm super depressed. And it can be really problematic for our relationships in the long run. So we then want to think about, how can we not fall in the trap of fixed mind or fatalistic mind? How can we move towards what we call a flexible mindset, being more flexible, less rigid, in terms of new or novel situations, when things are not going according to plan, or when we're getting feedback, having that lack of control, but using an open mind. We want to use what we call self-enquiry, or asking ourselves a lot of different questions, trying to find a good question to ask ourselves in response to our automatic nervous system response to defend. So some good questions you might ask in response to your automatic response or urgency to, like, don't touch that, I'm not changing, I don't want to listen to that feedback. A good question you can ask is, what can I learn from this situation or feedback? It's kind of accepting that we can't know everything. We don't know what we don't know, and being open to that belief system that, we have to remain open to learn something new. We want to challenge some of those core belief systems. finding the right question to help you challenge that. Another good question might be, is what I'm doing right now, is this helping me move closer towards my values in the long run? Is this behavior, I'm exhibiting, or kind of resistance to the feedback, or resistance to engaging or participating in this new or novel situation? Am I proud of how I'm responding to this? Would this behavior be something that, I would want to teach my younger self to do? It's kind of digging and trying to find the right question to really stay open, stay flexible, kind of engage in that learning process. Because if we stay in that fixed or fatalistic mind, we don't have any chance of learning anything new. We don't have any chance of experiencing any new or positive emotions, or really living that value-based life. So in a nutshell, this is a concept, again, from RO DBT. We're reviewing fixed, fatalistic, and flexible mind, again, trying to move the needle so we can kind of move outside of our comfort zones a little bit in order to engage more in our value-based activities, strengthening our relationships, being open to new situations at work, at home. And hopefully this concept can be utilized in your everyday, and it comes in handy. You start kind of questioning your automatic response to new situations. And if you do have any questions or comments about this concept, I'd love to talk more with you about it. Feel free to like or comment or message me directly. I'm always happy and here to chat. So thank you again for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.